Set smaller goals and achieve greater results. That's one of the best tips my father gave me when I was young. He said that if I was overwhelmed with all my tasks, I need to do this. Just try to complete one task. That makes it more palatable and easier to start. Once completed, the tendency is to do a little bit more. Before you know it, you complete more than what you originally intended to do. It's a great philosophy just to start slow and do one thing at a time. The same thing applies to your investments. Instead of setting a bunch of New Year's resolutions that you may or may not keep, set yourself up for success in 2022 with smaller but smart goals. Set realistic financial goals. If you're gunning for 10 million in a year, although not impossible, it is probably improbable. Think about what you really want to do as the end game and then set milestones. Maybe it's retiring in 10 years, or getting married in 5, or buying a house in 3 years. Divide the journey into smaller financial goals and concentrate on the short-term goal instead of immediately going for the long term. Second thing to focus on is make room for investing in your budget. Don't pay the bills and then save and invest what's left. Do it the other way. Invest first, then pay your bills and do your shopping with what's left. Go back to your books and re-examine how you're spending. Whether you've gotten a raise, taken a pay cut, or want to trim the fat, reviewing your cash flow at least once a year can help you keep on top of your finances. But if you haven't made room for investing before, it's time to do so. Open a retirement fund or reallocate those funds. Even if your employer doesn't offer a 401k, you can open up a self-directed IRA. If you have an old IRA or an old 401k, you can roll that into a self-directed IRA and invest in other assets. Of course, you got to talk to a financial advisor first, but a self-directed IRA opens you up to more assets. You can buy crypto, you can buy real estate, you can buy precious metals. Now, crypto is a riskier investment, but there's also a lot of potential. You could also just invest in a hedge, a safety play. If you're already in stocks and crypto and other investments, you might need something safe. So you need an asset that will protect you from all the risks, all the other investments, something that's going to thrive when the entire economy is tanking. And that's, for me, that's gold. Gold has proven that it has a reverse or an inverse relationship with other assets. It thrives when the economy is down and is stable during other times. Fourth thing to do is put your investments on autopilot. This is something I strongly encourage. Crypto, stocks, and other investing platforms allow you to automate your investments. Best of all, you don't have to contribute a lot. If your funds are tight, you can start with $5 a week. Over time, you can increase your contributions and build your wealth a little faster. Soon, you won't even notice the money missing, but your investment accounts will. The fifth thing to do is determine your risk appetite. There's no investment that doesn't come with some risk. That said, some risks are necessary for your wealth to grow, and the appropriate level of risk is part of a well-balanced portfolio. The key is to set limits for how much downside you can bear and investing in some downside protection like gold, like we've been talking about. Now, don't forget to diversify and keep diversifying. The economy changes and it's moving fast. COVID forced many Fortune 500 companies to close, and there's new assets popping up like crypto. It's important that you hear about all these changes, how these affects your investments, and which of these new assets you think is for you. Maybe change some of the old assets that aren't working. By updating your portfolio, you can mitigate some of the risks inherent in investing and build bigger returns. Lastly, consult your financial advisor, your wealth manager. We can help you when it comes to physical gold, silver, platinum, palladium. We have people waiting on the phone to answer your questions. So give us a call, 877-646-5347. We're here to answer questions about physical metals. We're not a fund. You want to learn about inflation, we know a lot about it. So give us a call, 877-646-5347.
If you're interested in investing in precious metals and you want to talk to a no-hassle representative that has experience in physical metal, give us a call. Phone number is 877-646-5347. Our phone lines are always open, and we're happy to answer any of your questions.